to another episode of the Audio Rose Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Isaacs. Thank you so much for being here on this Sunday afternoon with us. Don't forget, if you are watching along live on the stream that we're doing, please be sure to like the video, share it to your page, and follow us so you stay tuned to all of our future videos and things that we do. You can also check out audio-only episodes of the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or wherever you find audio podcasts. You can also become a patron. Just go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/The Audio Rose Podcast, and there you can become a monthly member, gaining you access to bonus footage, exclusive content, and series that we've got coming down the pike for you. There's great stuff up there already, so please check it out and help support the show. You can also check out our playlist, available at the end of most episodes. Not today, but we've got some really good ones. If you've got an episode that we've done that you're really keen on, maybe you like the style or the genre or the decade that we covered, go back and check out our playlist. It's a really great collection of music. You can also check out our website at audioroast.com. There you'll find not exclusive, that's Patreon. You can also check out our website at audioroast.com. There you can find all kinds of great links to our sponsors and past episodes, as well as our playlist and our 7 songs in 7 days section. Now, let's recap what we did here last week. Last week, we did Talkin' Shop number 9, Life and Death. That's right, we talked about people that have made an influence and an impact on us that have passed, and the impact that they've had due to their passing. The loss that we feel for people we haven't met, and also talked about how it is that we're going to start improving our own legacies for whenever our time is up. It was a deep conversation. It was a good conversation. You guys were fantastic with all your feedback, so thank you for that. I love those Talkin' Shops. Next week, we're going to flip the script a little bit. We're going to talk about all things Black Sabbath. Well, the Ozzy years. We're going to be bringing back Richard Brantner, who is actually my guitar player, has been my guitar player for the last 6 or 7 years, and is a massive Ozzy Osbourne fan. Speaking of Ozzy fans, we'll also be bringing on Scott Bushman. That's right. You might know him as the Zakk Wylde impersonator in Madman's Diary. They're going to be playing here with my band, Death May Die, at the Riff October 2nd. So we're going to be bringing Scott and Richard on, talking all things Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, getting you pumped up for our show. We hope to see you there. Now, what we're doing today, we're going to be doing Tournament of Champions. That's right, we're bringing it back. It's time to crown a new champion. This time we're doing TV theme songs that are animated. No, we're not doing Disney movies. We're not doing any of that. That's its own ball of wax. We are doing cartoons and animated series only today, and it is going to be a blast. If you guys only knew how many names were in the bucket for today's show, holy cow. So to help us sift through it all, we've got Spencer Wittenborn and Jareth Powell are both going to be here in the studio today, and it's going to be a blast, let me tell you. Now, for everybody's favorite part of the show,
7 songs in 7 days.
Now then, for your rankings from last week. In the number 7 spot, we've got from CJ Garmo for the second week in a row, 24 by Kanye West. Elements of the song, some of which I enjoyed, some of which I did not. It's not his best work, but it wasn't terrible. In the number 6 spot, from Abigail Burbridge, I See What You Did to Me, it's Sabotage. From Celtic Woman, Tier Abehel Ruh. It's as good as I got. That's all you're getting. I think it would be really fun to see that live. And I'm really glad that you specified the year that you did, because the song is totally different now when you do a YouTube search. So good stuff. I liked it. In the number 5 spot, from Kylie Meyer, we've got Sweet Jane by the Cowboy Junkies. This was a nice and soothing song, very chill, and it had great lyrics. I really enjoyed that one. In the number 4 spot, from Cameron Couch, we've got TWRP, Twerp, I'm assuming, by Black Swan. And I thought that I love the the modern use of the talk box in that song. It was really good. Talk box is something from the 70s, so to have it in modern music, really nice throwback. In the number 3 spot, from Kim Garmery, we've got Lovely Cup by Group Love. Happy-go-lucky and feel-good song, and with great harmonies. Kim, great song. I really enjoyed that one. Had a very 80s feel to it. I'm not sure when it came out. In the number 2 spot from Chris Hankins, we've got Amos Moses. I'll say it right yet, from Cross Canadian Ragweed. And I think I've heard of Cross Canadian Ragweed, but I'm not sure if I've heard this song or not. But this song was fantastic. It reminded me of elements of Leonard Skinner, Hank Williams Jr., ZZ Top, maybe a little, I don't know, Van Halen or something in there. It's really cool. It had a really killer beat. Loved it a lot. In the number 1 spot, yet again, we've got from Julia Laycom, Never Gonna Stop by Rob Zombie. It's an ode to A Clockwork Orange, which is a fantastic movie, one of my favorites, and a fantastic song. I loved it. Now is your time to nominate your picks. Just use the hashtag 7. Give us any song from any genre, any style, or any decade. We'll give it a listen, give it a rank, because it's new music most of the time. It's fun, and we can. We're going to take one quick break and come back, introduce our guests, and then start in on today's fun. Stick around. Come see the Dirty Saints Saturday, September 24th. No, that's Friday, September 24th at the Riff. The Dirty Saints doing all your 80s, 70s, and 90s hits. Check them out.
I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Audio Roast Podcast. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Things are chaotic as always. Right before the show starts, we were doing a lot of last minute stuff, and Josh started with us, and Josh got called into work. He might be able to swing back in after he's done dealing with his work stuff. Who knows? But the show must go on, and that's what we're going to do. So, without any further ado, let's see what else we've got. Let me get over here to my Josh section and catch up on the notes. So, Atomic Punk is what we've got in the mugs today. We've got a medium dark roast. I did that for Josh. Espresso blend. He insists on putting an X in that word. It's a dark chocolate, strawberry, and clove noted coffee that is fantastic. You can pick it up right here at Classic Rock Coffee. All right. Weekly update. Well, let's see here. I mean, I don't know what you guys have been up to this week, but I've been doing a lot. And maybe some of you guys have heard, maybe you haven't yet. I don't know who's heard what. So let's go ahead and get the cat out of the bag. from the top of the show for all of you that have been wondering or just don't know yet. So the Riff, it's attached to Classic Rock Coffee here on Sunset Street here in Springfield. And I, Jared, am the new general manager of the Riff. So that means that I'm in charge of booking shows, making sure that the venue runs efficiently, and everything that has to do with the Riff, I'm the guy. So please don't blow up my phone if you're a band wanting to get booked. Just email us at the Riff, or excuse me, at booking at theriffsgf.com. And that's how you do that. So yeah, that's what I've been busy with the last 2 weeks. In case you haven't noticed, things have been very, very chaotic over here in the audio roast world. So that's all I got up my sleeve. That's what this week's update is. Now, let us go to the comments. David Kleins is here. He says, "What's up, man? How's it going, David? Thanks for joining us. Always good to see you, sir." CJ Garmo, let me grab my mobile version of Joshua Poole here, and I'll do some screenshots to get this so he doesn't have to worry about all that. He says, #7 Childish Gambino 3005. Stephanie Norton says, "Hey, everybody. I feel like I haven't been on in ages." Well, we feel like we also haven't been on in ages, so it's good to see you. We missed 1 week, and it felt weird taking a week off, I got to tell you. Dave Klein says, without the #7, "Love hurts." From Nazareth. I don't know what Celtic Nazareth is, but okay. Kim Garmery says, #7 Long Black Train by Josh Turner. Mike McCorder's here. He says, #7 Telephone Call by Life, Sex, and Death. David says, "Well, I tried the #7 on mine." It's all right, David. I got you, buddy. Brian Betancourt says, "Sup, folks? What's up, Mr. Betancourt? How is the wine business treating you, sir?" Kylie Myers says, "Acoustic number 3 by the Goo Goo Dolls" is her #7. Stephanie says, "Oh my gosh, yay, congrats. Thank you very much." Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. It's been chaotic, to say the least, with the transfer of information and all that kind of stuff. It's anytime you get into a new gig, there's always new stuff to learn. So, yeah. Jody says, "Good morning." Well, good morning, Mr. Tall Guy. How's it going? Yeah, so that's what's new up my sleeve. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump right into things. I didn't even count how many of those #7s we've got, so let me do a better job of producing. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more #7s. Let me go back here to some business. September 26th, not the 29th, is the Black Sabbath show. So that's next Sunday's episode of the Audio Roast podcast. We'll be talking some Black Sabbath for all you metalheads out there. I see that Jody Guy Cottongim from Rewind Records is here. So you know what time it is. Time for the sound. Nope. That'd be this one. You take a week off and you hit all the wrong buttons. All right, guys, we're going to do another giveaway. So go ahead and use the #rewind. Just like you see it in all caps this time. That way, everybody, nobody messes it up. It's just all caps, #rewind. And you have to have the hashtag in front of it. All right. And we're going to be giving something away on behalf of Rewind Records. Locations in Marshfield and now in Springfield. So go see the Cottongims for all your vinyl needs. All you wax heads. That's what I'm going to start calling you. For all you vinyl people. That's what we've got in store for you today, is a fresh piece of vinyl for you. So let me open up in the backstage area here that I was supposed to have already have done. There we go. And we will give something away here. Maybe. I see why. There we go. Yay, technology. All right, and we're waiting for some more people to write #rewind in all caps. Wow, looks like there's a whole ton of you.
There we go. There's some more. Come on, Mike McCorder. Even if you guys don't, there you go. If you don't have a record player yet, go ahead and start collecting your vinyl, and Jody will hook you up with something to play it with. There you go. If nothing else, trust me, it looks good on the walls. I'm like, the walls are going to cave in on me. I've got so much vinyl hanging up on the wall right now. So yeah. All right. So we've got a few hashtag rewinds here. Let me get this banner out of the way. And what I'm going to do next is attempt draw. Week's winner. Kim Garmery is our winner this week. Awesome job, Kim Garmery. Let's oh boy. There we go. Let's see what we've got in the old grab bag for you, young lady. Can I just tell you, this is not easy without Josh. Josh is worth his weight in gold right now. So let's see here. Over on this side is where I'll put it. Kim Garmer, you have won a greatest hits vinyl record of the Marshall Tucker Band. There you go. A good band. Can't you see? Can you see this now? Can't you see it? Can you see it? Here, let me get this wrapper off. There you go. Marshall Tucker Band. Greatest hits. Just for you. And speaking of which, we need to get Christy Pressler over here at some point to pick up her Footloose soundtrack that she won a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, like I said, busting at the seams with all this vinyl. So, congrats to Kim Garmery. Way to go. Dave says, #7 birth. Good Lord, easy for me to say. Beach Boys surfing in the USA. There you go. That's a good song. All right. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road, shall we? All right. Let's meet today's guest. Let me get this vinyl record out of the way here so I don't get anything on it. As goodness knows, I'm frazzled right now. Nothing like having to self-produce, you know? You know what I'm saying? Start a show, they say. It'll be fun, they say. Do it by yourself, they say. All right. So, our first guest. You may not know him yet from the band Anarchats. Am I saying that right? Anarchats. There you go. But you soon will. He's going to tell us all about it. Let's go ahead and welcome at this time, Mr. Spencer Wittenborn. That's still the wrong button. See? I need it. I need a, there's the button I'm looking for. Hi, Spencer. Let's go ahead and unmute you there. How's it going, buddy?
It's going, man. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I need more coffee.
All right. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let me make sure and get.
Yeah, there you go. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. I hear you are a aficionado of the TV theme songs from the animated variety.
Yeah. Totally.
I love it.
Totally.
There you go. Yes. We're going with yes. I love that a lot. All right, cool deal. Our next guest, let's see if I can do this one right. My goodness, is this a busy man or what? You might know him as Glitch. He is a piano, guitar, bass player, beatboxer, singer, ukulele player, comedian, impressionist, stand-up, all the kind of stuff. If you've seen him, you know him. If you haven't, you should. Let's go ahead and welcome at this time, Mr. Jareth Powell. How's it going, Jareth?
Oh, there it is. Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh my goodness, I'm here.
Okay.
And now we've got all
Oh,
the
my.
button pushing and all the hard stuff out of the way. Now it's time to let loose and have some fun. So
Let's get her going.
that's what we're gonna do. Let's see here. Kim Garmery says, thanks, Rewind Records and the Audio Roast Podcast. Well, you're very welcome. Thanks for entering in our funsies little giveaway. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. You guys have been asking about this, and I finally found some. So we'll make this a thing too. Pumpkin pie flavored Pop-Tarts. 'Tis the season. So while we're getting things started here, I'm going to go ahead and now I will try this again, toasted, but I'm just going to do my normal right out of the box, out of the packet. Don't need a whole bunch. It's a Pop-Tart. You don't have to overthink it. Just have to get it open. It's like a pumpkin pie Pop-Tart. I like the sprinkles. Very fall. Would you guys like to try one?
I'm good, man. I just had some Andes on the way over.
I despise pumpkin
Man, I'll
spice
trade
in
you a
my
Pop-Tart
whole
for some
thing.
Andes.
Well, I don't think you want it now.
Fair enough. Let's get everybody in here on the conversation. All right, let's see what else we got here. I don't even know what we got next. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reveal our brackets for the Tournament of Champions. Now, I wanted to try something different because there's so much computer stuff going on these Tournament of Champions that I decided to go old school. Here we go. There's our brackets. Can you see them? I hope so. If not, we'll turn the light on. Let me know in the comments.
Right.
So looks like up first, I'm not going to be able to see this. So let me do, I think I don't need me in there. Let me get myself out of the equation.
Here we go.
Oh man. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
So on first look, guys, is there anything that we see that we're like, yeah, I don't know that song?
Um,
I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light on because it's kind of
you know,
dark.
I've heard them all.
I want to say. I've pretty well at least heard all of them once, but a
And-
couple of them I might have an issue with.
And Phineas
Remembering.
and Ferb are gonna do them all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that who you're picking as your?
No, I'm just
oh.
saying, like, I've heard them all, but Phineas and Ferb, they're gonna do it all, you know, because that's how the song goes.
Gotcha. All right, let's see here. Let me deliver this over here to you, fellas.
Heather, my wife, she's never even seen Captain Planet. I was singing the theme song to it the other day, and
Oh
she
my
was like,
gosh,
"What's that?" And I was like,
amazing.
"Are you serious? You didn't watch TV as a kid, or what?"
Every time I throw something away, that's what I think of. That was my reduce, reuse, recycle. That was where it came
Yeah.
from for me.
My favorite version of Captain Planet will always be the Robot Chicken version.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There you go. So, guys, I gave you a piece of paper and a pen. Just to yourselves, if you would, let me go ahead and pull this back up here. Write down what you think is going to be today's winner, just based on gut instinct alone.
Like, just like who's
Just-
gonna end up in the box? Huh?
Yeah, like just kind of quietly to yourself. You don't have to show anybody or tell anybody.
Man, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
And we write down what we think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. All right, I got mine. You guys got yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to break a tie, but you know.
Yeah, there's going to be some tough.
We fold it.
Uh,
What do we do?
yeah, you can fold it up.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't look at mine.
Don't look at mine.
Stop copying me.
Look what I can do. All right. So looks like let's see here. Stephanie says, "Yay, pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts are number 2, only to s'mores. S'mores are pretty good. I'm digging on these pumpkin pies. Tastes pretty legit, if I'm being honest." Deb says Scooby-Doo's who she thinks is gonna win. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get things started here, gang. We'll start at the top. Let me jump back one more time. And we've got Pinky and the Brain versus Futurama is our first contenders. So we'll start, let's see here. We'll start with Spencer. Spencer, who have you got? Do you think Pinky and the Brain or Futurama?
Man, I feel Pinky and the Brain are gonna go a long way.
Yeah?
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean, that's one of those. It's been stuck in my head since the '90s.
Yeah. I can definitely, it's a great song too. Jareth, what do you think?
Honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go with Futurama. Main reason being, has Pinky and the Brain ever made you cry?
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I also am going to go with Futurama. I think it's just the better of the two. Yeah. And here's the thing too, guys, to keep in mind for today's show. we're only talking about the songs, not the shows themselves. So try, and I know sometimes it's hard to like pull ourselves away from like, oh, but I love the ending of that, or I love that dog episode, or like, remember, we're just talking about the songs. So good stuff. Guys at home, gals at home, keep your votes coming in. Let's know what you guys think. Pinky in the Brain, Futurama. Get some. Oh yeah, all the participation. Y'all awake out there? Come on.
They need some of this.
There we go. Kylie says Futurama. And basically. Deborah Klein says Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what David Klein says. He probably doesn't know either of these shows.
I think he's a Futurama man.
Could be. Very well could be. Christy Pressler's here with us. She says Dexter's Lab is the underdog. Well, you're all the way at the end of the show. Yeah. But yes, you might be right on that. You might be right. Out. Yeah. So Christy, right now we're on Pinky in the Brain and Futurama. What you got, girl? Stephanie says Pinky in the Brain. David Klein says Scooby-Doo. We are not on Scooby-Doo yet, sir. Where are you?
What's new?
You're like over halfway through the show.
I know,
David,
right?
How are you posting that?
For real. Calm down, David Kleins. Calm down. Kim Garmery says Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Things is a changing.
Just saying the theme song itself, I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. You got to think of the visual behind the theme song too, though. You know,
right.
I mean, there's the whole like the Futurama ship flying around, people going through the tubes, and then
not just that, it runs into that sign, and it's got the
something different every time.
Yeah,
like
the writing on the billboard.
Yeah.
Joshua Poole says, longtime producer, first caller here. My vote is Futurama.
My man.
Well played, sir. Christy says Pinky in the Brain.
What?
Dave Klein says, damn, too many beers. Pinky and the Brain.
That's
all right. Yeah, right. We will go ahead and call it. Was that spicy in your ears?
A little bit.
Okay. I could tell by the reaction.
Scared bloody. Oh, that was.
Jareth about went through the back wall behind them. All right, let's try that again. You ready? There you go. Is that better? Okay, good deal. Good. All right, so we will call it, and Pinky in the Brain is what goes on. So, congratulations. Now then, let's again, I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. No computer. Deb says, is SpongeBob on that dare board?
Sadly, no.
He did not get drawn. Jareth can tell you that this is on the up and up. He pulled half of these names out. And he could also tell you that there was a ton of different shows to choose from. These are just the 16 that we grabbed. So
yeah, there was even Ghostbusters. I was kind of confused for a second.
Yeah, so long time ago, back in my day, youngin.
I know.
Yeah, there was an animated. And I think they just used the same theme song. So
Ray Parker.
Yeah. All right, let me go update this old-fashioned board here.
It's almost like he's writing in calligraphy. It's
I knew,
incredible.
I had a feeling.
Except for now,
that they were going to make it, but I knew that this first level would be the hardest one for them to make it through.
Yeah.
So does he get a point? How does this work?
No. Pinky in the Brain gets a point. All right, so now we've got the Flintstones versus Captain Planet. And Jareth, we're going to start with you on this one, young man.
All right.
Neither of these were around when you were born.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly okay because I watched a lot of Boomerang.
There you go.
Up, so
Thank
the Lord.
Is Boomerang still a thing, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Sweet.
Yes,
good.
It is actually still a thing, and I still watch it to this day.
Nice. If I got it, I sure would.
Right. Let's see. honestly, most people would go for Flintstones, but the thing is, I remember Captain Planet is that one that actually made a great impact on the world just by the actual theme song itself. The Flintstones, the only thing that was impactful was the fact that that thing would yell and wake you up every single time you were asleep while that thing came on.
All right. All right.
So I'm gonna
So for
Captain
you,
Planet.
Captain Planet was more impactful then, huh?
Yes, yes.
Can you before we went live, you said that you were good at impersonations and you were singing some of these songs. Can you give us a little taste of the Flintstones?
The Flintstones. Oh, okay. You know.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, Spencer, tag in. Can you give us some of the Flintstones? I'll give you the first word.
Wilma! I don't know.
Flintstones.
I don't know.
Oh, like
That's probably.
I thought you were just saying like give me a impersonation.
No. Yeah,
They're the modern Stone Age
family
Yeah, okay.
from the town of Bedrock. They're a page right out of history. All right, now then, Jareth, we'll go back to you. Can you give us some Captain Planet?
Oh, Captain Planet. That's the best you're gonna get out of me.
Can you give us some of the song?
No.
Oh, so it was that impactful, eh?
Yes.
See what I did there? See?
Whatever, Skeletor.
Hey, it's like you know. Okay, so we've got Jareth with Captain Planet. Spencer, which way are you going to go?
Captain Planet.
All right, you guys are
He's our
both
hero.
wrong. It's the Flintstones, is what I'm. Let's see. Let's go up here to the comments. Joshua says, "FYI, the audio sounds great on my phone." Well, good. Kylie says the Flintstones. I'll be sure to write that one down.
Okay.
Kim Garmer says the Flintstones. Sure to write that one down. And Stephanie agrees that we're right.
We should have just gone with your answer in the beginning.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
You'll learn, young man. You'll
I
learn.
agreed.
Deb says my favorite used to be Courage the Cowardly Dog and Dexter. Nice. David Klein says Flintstones. Very good.
Who's Captain Planet?
Oh.
Ouch. He was a blue guy that looked like a superhero. He had green hair.
Hero.
Yeah. They had rings and it was like water,
Earth, fire,
yeah,
air,
wind.
spirit,
Yeah,
light.
something. It was like Thanos, but way before that. Chrissy says Flintstones. Joshua Poole says, hands down Flintstones. Anybody who says otherwise hates music.
I was wrong. Jeez.
Deborah Klein says Flintstones. And Mike McCorder says Johnny Quest, the original crushes all. That is a great song. Yes. It is unfortunately not on this on the old board.
Isn't that a Less Than Jake song?
Possibly. I don't know.
Johnny Quest for sellouts, maybe.
Not 100% on that.
Christy says, I'm going to need a Captain Planet and Thanos mashup. Yeah, it needs to happen, Christy. We'll wait. We'll wait for you to do that. Here we go. You ready? All right. Let's go ahead and call it. We've got a landslide. Sorry, fellas. It's the Flintstones 8-2. Oof. Oof.
I guess I'm like on a whole other underground level there or something.
Bruh.
Now let's try another one here.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I can't believe Captain Planet didn't even get one vote.
You got 2 votes.
Did it?
One from each of you.
Oh.
All right. Let's see what we've got next. We've got Scooby-Doo versus the Avengers. Let's see here, Spencer. What do you think, sir?
I mean, Scooby-Doo. I mean, what else do you say? Scooby-Doo.
Right.
Like every version of the Scooby, like even what's new Scooby-Doo is pretty cool.
Yeah, I would agree. All right. Jareth, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the old Scoobs on this one.
Very nice. We are in agreement, gentlemen. So we've got 3 votes for the Scoob.
I like Scoob.
Yeah, that one. Kylie says, I don't know Captain Planet either. Well,
People, did you
now
have
we
a
know what
childhood?
we know what Kylie and Deborah are going to do after the show.
Yeah.
They're going to continue to not know what Captain Planet is.
They teach you how to recycle and be responsible adults.
Yes. Yes. The world could use more Captain Planet in it right now, if I'm being honest.
Darn Skippy.
So we got our 3 votes for Scooby. Kylie says Scooby. Stephanie and Kim both say Scooby-Doo as well. And Deborah says, give him some Scooby snacks. Dave Klein says, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and stop the bleeding. We've got nothing for Avengers, and we've already got up to 7 for Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
So we'll just stop right there and call it.
that's what you get.
Right. Stacy Haney says SpongeBob. SpongeBob is not on our board, sir. He will be on a future episode. So now we are going to move on to the Powerpuff Girls versus Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin. And in the meantime, I'm going to update the board.
It's been a long time since I've heard the Alvin and the Chipmunks theme, but
It's
every time I hear the hula hoop Christmas song,
it's basically the exact same thing. You're exactly right, Spencer. That's a fantastic way to look at it. So Jareth, are you gonna go Powerpuff Girls or Alvin and the Chipmunks?
I'm gonna go Powerpuff Girls, mainly
Alright.
because of the fact that it's just I've always I grew up watching that all the time, and that was just one of my favorite ones. I would all I just absolutely love the sugar, spice, and everything nice.
There you go. Yeah. What was Mojo? Is that right? Mojo the something. Mojo. Yeah. He was cool. I liked him. So what about Spencer? What are you gonna go with, sir?
Powerpuff Girls.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have to agree. Now, keep in mind, I'm not opposed to Alvin and the Chipmunks, but once you've heard about this long of a snippet of him, then you're good. It's like, okay, yep, I got that in my brain, and let's move on. So for that, I'm gonna have to go with Powerpuff Girls. I love how my sound effects are like 5 seconds delayed
so
too. That's
great.
yeah, exactly.
So
It only makes for higher entertainment value. Steven says Chipmunks. All right. Stephanie agrees with Alvin and the Chipmunks. Deborah Klein says Hootie free. Why won't my pedal work? I need a pedal. Hashtag Hootie free. If you know, you know. Kylie says Alvin and the Chipmunks. Good stuff. Good stuff. David agrees. Alvin for sure. Joshua Poole says Chipmunks, the original boy band.
Oh yeah.
Deborah says we actually watched the Powerpuff Girls, so that's my vote. All right. And Kim Garmery says the Chipmunks.
What?
Wow.
I mean, the Chipmunks, it's
Well-
like somebody left the record player on 78.
Oh,
Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, and like Spencer said, if you know the hippopotamus song or the Christmas song or the whatever, anything you've ever heard of the Chipmunks, that's exactly what it sounds like. What is my camera doing over there? It doesn't like your votes. Change your votes now. Do it now. Powerpuff Girls. We must. All right. We'll go ahead and call it. And we've got Powerpuff Girls with 4 votes. Alvin and the Chipmunks, not just one, with 6. So Alvin is going to move on. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, what? I don't know why I keep doing that whenever I got like at the touch of a button.
there it is. I'm sorry. I look at your camera, Spencer. You're just
Like,
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. So looks like that's all we got on that side of the board. So here's what I've got next. We've got a little break that we're gonna take and get some refills, keep all the fun going, keep the show moving, and we'll be back to get the right side of the board. So stick around.
Hey, it's Jody with Rewind Records, and I wanted to come to you this week and talk to you about a record show that's coming up It is September 26th. It is at Relics Convention Center, and it is the Route 66 Record Show. We're going to be in the Route 66 Record Show at Rewind Records, and we're going to bring all kinds of records, but I wanted to bring some interesting stuff in tonight. This is the Mother's Invention. That's Frank Zappa. And I believe this is one of maybe 4 or 5 actually Mother Invention albums that we're going to bring to the record show. Some blues. This is John Lee Hooker. This is a box set. So there's actually 6 sides. There's 3 records in this box. This is John Lee Hooker's Detroit. Now, some friends of ours in the industry just had a blast at the Bash in the Grass, the festivals that we all love to go to. Well, there was a local festival, and it was amazing. And if you missed it, go to the next one. But this was, I think a festival back in the day. Yeah, this is the Woodstock. This is the one that blows up. I'll go kind of slow, but check it. Of course, it's going to be, look at all those people. I can only imagine. Yeah, this is a 3-album set. We're going to take that to the record show. It's going to be all kinds of neat stuff from country to blues to reggae to rock and roll to psychedelic. Before I leave you, and I might be taking more of your time than normal, but I want to show you something fun I found. You know about Bob Marley? Reggae guy? Just kind of one of the guys. Check this out. I sent a counterfeit your way one time that was David Bowie. I want you to zoom in on this. This is just Bob Marley and the Wailers live. But look at that label, okay? I want you to just kind of like realize that looks pretty normal. Watch. Look at it's actually supposed to be this way, guys. Look. It's been chopped off wrong. That's regular. That's wrong. It's the fun things we find and the fun things we sell at Rewind Records. Come to the Springfield location at RC Flea Mart. Come to the Marshfield location at Unique Antiques and Collectibles. And see you at the record show. Keep listening to good music. Hey, it's Jody with Rewind Records, and I have an announcement to make. Rewind Records is in Springfield, Missouri. You know about the Marshfield location on Spur Drive. Well, now we are located in Springfield on the north side, 1031 West Kearney. So that's right next to Freeway Ministries. It's right in between that and O'Reilly. Used to be a bowling alley right there. But over on the north side at 1031 West Kearney, inside the RC Flea Mart, you can find Rewind Records. Thank you very much for supporting us. Keep listening to good music. See you later.
All right, let's see if I can hit. Yes, I got the right button. Sorry about that, Deb Klein. I saw that you said that that was hard to hear on Jody's commercial. Sorry about that. Jody and I will make that right. Somehow it just is very, very quiet. And then at the end, it got really, really loud. So we'll get that all fixed up, figured out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and jump back in where we were. Get everybody unmuted there. Boom. And looks like we are... On the right side of the board, we've got Josie and the Pussycats versus Phineas and Ferb. We'll start with Jareth on this one. Jareth, are you going to go Phineas and Ferb or Josie and the Pussycats?
I'm going to go Phineas and Ferb because that's like the one that it's memorable. Don't get me wrong. Josie and the Pussycats is really memorable because I just, it was basically the knockoff of Scooby-Doo for the longest time. But I'm going to go with Phineas and Ferb because if anyone grew up around the same time I did, which none of y'all did, then no one did. No one did because I'm the youngest person on this show, regardless.
Right. We're going to have to give you some kind of take-home trophy or something as for being our youngest guest so far.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure. So yes, Phineas and Ferb is your vote. Spencer, what do you think, man?
I got to go with Phineas and Ferb too because I'm like a ska punk,
Right.
kind of guy, so it's
I
just
have it
like-
memorized.
It's like
by
you're gonna have a ska type band or something, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, more on that later. Very good, very good. All right, let's jump over here to the comments. Actually, before we do, this is me hitting my pedal down there. There it goes. So I'm going to go with Phineas and Ferb. I'll be honest, I'm not very familiar with it, and I'm also not very familiar with Josie and the Pussycats. Wasn't my cup of tea.
I can sing Phineas and Ferb if you like.
But yes, I will vote for Phineas and Ferb because actually I listened to that before the show started. Yeah, good stuff. I liked it. So let's go back over to the comments. Stephanie says Phineas and Ferb, hands down. And Dave Klein says Pussycats, man. How'd I know? Kylie says I've never watched either, but I'm going with Josie. There you go. So you're in the same boat with me, except for different vote. We've got Kim Garmery with Phineas because I feel sorry for the kid. I think she means her son, not Jareth. But maybe she's meant Spencer. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Just saying, I don't know. So we've got, let's see, I'm trying to see if anybody else is going to come in and vote. We've got nothing. So calling it, Phineas and Ferb is going to go on to the next round. I'll update the board, but in the meantime,
There's another one for Phineas and Ferb.
oh, okay. Well, there you go. Stephen Williams, Phineas and Ferb. Now we're on to the next bracket. We've got Popeye versus King of the Hill.
Oh, boy.
Holy moly. This is not going to be an easy one. Let me jump back over here.
Yep.
Update the board. And Spencer, tell us about what you're doing.
Oh, I'm drinking this coffee.
I think I'm gonna grab me some more coffee really fast.
It's from Classic Rock Coffee right here in Springfield, Sunset, right next to the Riff. They're actually connected.
Get yourself connected. The writing's on the wall.
You're writing on the wall.
I'm trying to remember if there's two N's in Phineas or not. So if I'm wrong, sue me.
No, please.
Right. Yeah. Please, God, don't. You can't get blood from a turnip. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Popeye versus King of the Hill. Spencer, where are you going on this one?
Oh, King of the Hill.
All right.
Because I mean, Popeye, he sang the song as a little kid, but King of the Hill is like you try to learn this song.
Right. Yeah. I've got to be honest. This is a super tough one for me. I grew up a major fan of Popeye as a kid. That was like one of my go-to jams as a cartoon. This song I enjoyed a lot. I mean, anytime you can use trumpet section and stuff like that in a song, it's cool. But come on, man, King of the Hill is by far a way better song. So that is what my vote is. And if for nothing else, the cowbell. Just saying. Jareth, what do you think, man?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Popeye. Main reason being the strength of it. Because anyone who hears that song, the first thing that comes to mind is that spinach, and when you eat it, you get stronger. Provides hope, courage, strength, vulnerability.
And you can also sing all kinds of different words to the song too.
Right. Right.
Keats.
Yeah.
You hear the influences.
Speaking of spinach, Jareth,
I know my hair.
I was trying to decide if I even go there or not, but right. No, you did. I saw you post something the other day about, hey, my hair is going to be changing. Last time you see me like this soon. And I was like, oh, he's getting it cut off short or something, And I was like, when you walked in today, I'm like, whoa, that's quite a bit different.
Oh yeah. So
I like it, man. Are you liking it so far?
Oh, I feel like the king of the broccoli.
See here we've got Stephanie Norton says not a King of the Hill fan, so Popeye. All right. Keep in mind though, we are talking the music, not the show. Kylie says Popeye as well. Kim says King. David says Popeye. Is this really happening? Deborah Klein says King of the Hill. Thank you, Deb. Darren says Popeye. Yes. Woo! Boy, this is close. Joshua Poole, if you're watching, chime in. Please.
Come on, Josh. You know who to pick.
Do the right thing.
Do it.
Do
it.
Yeah. See here.
I mean, Popeye's a classic.
Aha! Ask and you shall receive. Joshua Poole said, "Oh my gosh, this pedal thing is killing me." Bouncing around all over the place. Joshua Poole says, "This isn't philosophy of a cartoon lyric. This is which song is better. King of the Hill rocks, that country picking." All right. Thank you for that, Joshua. And now we are at a tie. Oh, dang it. Brian Betancourt. Hi, Brian Betancourt. Popeye with 6. King of the Hill with 5. Any takers? Any takers?
No.
Going once. Still
Not
going
single one.
once. Come on, man. Oh, this makes me feel bad.
It's dolphin time.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I was hoping the dolphin was out to sea. I got to be honest, though, I'm not mad. Popeye's a great song.
It
So,
is. It is.
Called it.
yeah, you did. You
it's
did.
true.
You did.
It's like comes down to like the true classic up to just a rockin' song. You know, I mean,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and Popeye has so much more nostalgia because it's so much older.
Plus, it's
Um,
yeah,
legendary.
it is.
True. True. All right. So let's go and update. Popeye is our winner. Next up, we've got Tiny Toon Adventures. Not to be, well, if you know the show, you know the show. Versus the Jetsons. Jareth, where are you going on this one?
I don't actually know Tiny Toon. I mean,
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
I do to a degree. I've seen a couple. Like I remember the Scrooge one. That's about it.
No.
Tiny Toons was almost on my paper.
But
Oh, really? They're wacky. They're
I'm gonna go with the
loony. They're
Jetsons.
all little or something. They're all a little loony.
They're tiny.
Oh wait, no,
They're
that's the one
invading
where-
your
where
TV.
it's
So
Disney, isn't it? Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Oh wait.
Because they're at the Warner Brothers University.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's all the. I do remember.
It's
it
like
just vaguely.
Babs, Bunny, and
Yeah.
Buster Bunny.
Buster. Yep, Babs and Buster. They even had, not to sway you, but they even had their own video game.
Oh,
Yeah.
ow,
Like,
So
a few of them.
painful. So did Avatar: The Last Airbender. Doesn't mean
Who?
it was good.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, the Jetsons is what I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Specifically, because Jane, get me off this thing.
Jane, his wife, their son, Elroy. All right. Spencer, what do you think? Not of my singing, but
Tiny
which
Toons.
Tiny Toons? Yeah. I actually enjoy the Jetsons a lot, but come on, man. I've got to go Tiny Toons. That's just a better song.
Was in this cartoony.
Yeah, exactly. We're invading your TV. Deborah Klein says Jetsons. Kylie Meyer says the Jetsons as well. Stephanie Norton says Tiny Toons, but I like Jetsons too. Same. Deborah Klein says, where is Chippendale Rescue Rangers? There, it's in the bucket. It just didn't get drawn.
I appreciate the pity votes.
Right. Dave says the Jetsons. Brian says Tiny Toons. Joshua Poole says Jetson. Where did it go? Jetsons is just a roll call. The lyrics for Tiny Toons is more clever. So I'm assuming that means Tiny Toons. David says Astro Man. Yeah. Elroy.
Actually, I think it's Astro Boy. But
Right. Exactly. Yes. Kylie says, I love Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Also, Tailspin. Yes, both great song or great shows and with great songs. And I think both are in the bucket just to get drawn. So, unless we've got anybody else, we'll go ahead and call it. Looks like Tiny Toons 5, Jetsons 4.
Oh,
Another close one, man. Another close one. All right, next up, we've got Transformers versus Dexter's Laboratory.
Both have no words.
True. That's actually really true. That's interesting. And again, Jareth will tell you this is all on the up and up. This is as they came out of the bucket. These are not, we didn't like, oh,
Yeah,
wouldn't it be cool if we did
surprisingly
this versus this? It's just as is. So yeah. We'll start with Spencer on this one.
Dexter's Lab. It's creepy. You know, it just kind of gives this ominous feel like, you know,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I
Or
too,
more.
even though I grew up obviously as a kid in the 80s, Transformers was great, but it wasn't that strong of a theme song,
Yeah.
especially compared to Dexter's. So that's where I'm going to go. Jareth, what about you, man?
I'm gonna go with Dexter's Lab too, because I watched that around the sim time as Invader Zim, and it, oh dude, the memories of passing out and hitting my knee on this table. Ow.
Heard that. I mean, like I heard.
I
that.
felt that. Okay.
Right, yeah. Yeah, for real. All right, let's jump over here to the comments section. And we've got Stephanie says, I need the Jetsons robot made in my life. Rosie was her name
Yeah.
for bonus
Rosie.
points. Anybody taking bonus points at home? I'll take them. Let's see here. Deborah says, Dexter, dude. Dexter. All right. Got it. Steven says Dexter's Lab as well. Kylie says Dexter. I heard a snort. David says, no way you Missy counted, man. Transformers 1 for him. Joshua says the Transformers was so rock and roll compared to the other theme songs in the
You're not
time.
wrong,
Transformers
Josh.
all the way. Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Fit.
Yeah. Oh, what's this I see swimming up towards us? What? Oh, it's us calling it. Transformers
SpongeBob
2.
cussing.
Dexter's Labrador is 6. So Dexter goes forward.
That is the SpongeBob cussing.
It is. It's literally the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. Yeah, that's it.
No, this is Patrick. Who you call it, Pinhead?
Right. See, right.
Patrick,
right.
go be stupid somewhere else.
All right. Let's see what else I've got. Got that already. We're good. We got that. Now then, I think. What's Deb saying? Laboratory. Yes. Laboratory. Thank
See,
you.
I'm gonna
For,
have to go watch some of these now because it's been a minute.
Dude, seriously.
yeah, for real.
I'm
Yeah.
like really tempted to just pull up Boomerang at this point.
Please don't, because it'll pick it up on the mics and we'll get shut down.
Here. No.
No, I'm kidding. You're like, I would never, but I might. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've got another break scheduled. We'll do, as Joshua would say, a pee and a puff if you need it, a refill if you must, and we're going to come back and get to know Mr. Spencer Wittenborn with a quick little interview, if you will. So stick around. We got some more fun for you. If I can mute my microphone.
Classic Rock Coffee. Our coffee rocks.
So trying to break into this scene was impossible. Renee and I
So
were,
interesting to me because it was not that way for me.
oh my God, I couldn't get an audition.
Do you think a lot of that has to do with where we're at physically, like not being St. Louis or not being Chicago or that kind of thing? Like when you were traveling to those places, weren't you in kind of some bigger hubs?
You know what? Well, that's a good question. Yes, I am not college educated, and there's a burr in my side that totally creates unity because someone will come up that's a younger musician or whatever, etc., and there will be a connecting point there, and then what will happen? Hey, when's your next show? I want to come out and see the show. Yeah, so you do know me too well, and this is against me in this deal because you're hitting all the pain points. if you do it the right way, you know, you leave a little bit of change where you were.
Hey musicians, do your shows need that extra layer of fun and excitement? Wow your fans with next level production and let Sunset Productions help you up your game. We can create custom and unique sound, lighting, and video packages designed just for you and your budget. Let's work together and give our community the shows they deserve. For more information, contact Jared Isaacs at Sunset Productions Springfield at gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Don't be a jukebox. Be an experience.
All right. Yes, we are back indeed. I'm back here trying to do a little something here. If I can get my computer to work. It's wanting to be super slow today, which is fantastic. So what is everybody drinking out there today? Is anybody else on a coffee kick like I am today? It's definitely coming in handy, I can tell you that. Let me open this up and okay, hold tight. I'm sending you that link to the person to whom it may concern. There you go. Now then, got that taken care of. Let's exit this and bring this back. Here we go. Joshua Poole says, "Aw, babyface Jared." That's right. When I did the Common Grounds interview with Russ Weatherby, something was missing. And it was missing. Or should I say it was missed? That's what I meant. All right, let's see. I'm waiting on our guest to get back. So yeah, what's new with you guys? How was your week? Anything new going on? Any spicy gossip? I don't care about gossip. You know I don't. Anything new and fun happening in your world? Let me know. Let me know. I feel like there was something else I was going to cover. Christy, if you're still here, I don't know if you heard at the beginning, but we've still got your record that you won, courtesy of Rewind Records a couple weeks ago. You're a Footloose soundtrack, so be sure to stop by the studio and pick it up. Or else we're going to just start spinning it ourselves. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, that's what we got going. Nothing. That's what I got. Nothing. Hey, there's something. Somebody in the comments. Thank God. Deb Klein says Madman's Diary is coming in 2 weeks, and I'm stoked. Yes, I am super stoked as well. You may have seen me comment on my Facebook page. As long as I have been coming to the Riff and been doing lights and stuff here at the Riff for other bands and sound and all the production and all the other stuff. We've done our Audio Roast live shows a few times down there. I have never actually played with a band on the Riff stage, so this will be my debut. Obviously, I've jumped up here and there with a couple of bands and sang a song or something, but yeah, I'm super excited to be able to do my thing up on the Riff stage. So you could be there. That'd be awesome. We'd love to see him. And like Deb says too, if you've not seen Madman's Diary, they're an awesome Ozzy Osbourne tribute band. They've got a fantastic production and light show. They do costumes, the whole thing. It's the whole to do, and it's really well done. So check it out. Guarantee it sounds better than Ozzy does now. Sad face. Hey, looky who we've got. We're gonna go ahead and bring somebody special into the studio here. I saw some comments that what I couldn't hear. So here's what I'm going to do, because he knows how to roll on the fly, because he's a good dude like that. We're going to go ahead and welcome from Rewind Records, who's currently adjusting his camera Tara Lynn Fritz style. Let's welcome Mr. Jody Guy Cottongim.
Hey, how are you?
How's it going? Good, man. I can hear you.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
Having
So
fun watching
sorry
this
about
cartoon stuff.
what's that?
I'm having a blast watching this cartoon stuff.
Oh man, me too. It's been a lot of fun so far, huh?
Yeah, you got some good guests today. Good guests.
Yeah. What's tell us a little bit about Jody Guy Cottengame. What was Jody's favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh, probably all the Looney Tunes stuff on Saturday mornings, but we had Saturday morning cartoons for 4 hours or so. So
Right.
if it wasn't
Yeah.
Underdog or just the old school stuff. When I saw your
Were you a
list,
Mighty
I
Mouse
thought,
guy?
yeah, kind of, but I like Underdog more.
Yeah, there you go.
He had the little girl and the special ring and blah blah blah. But
Yeah. I was a big fan of all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. I was a big fan of Huckleberry Hound and Snagglepuss. There's a lot of good ones.
There were back in the day.
Yep. Indeed. Well, that was back then. Tell us a little bit about what's going on nowadays, Jody.
Hey, I wanted to tap in because this upcoming Sunday in Springfield at Relics, they're having a Route 66.
Oh,
where'd you go? The Route 66 record show. And the Route 66 record show, there's probably about 50 different record vendors. I know that we're bringing probably 1,500 albums. There's probably 50 different venues. So there'll be thousands and thousands of records to look through and albums to look through and 45s and equipment. They even have cassettes and 8-tracks. But Rewind Records is going to go, and it'll be Sunday. I believe it's from 9 to 3. And it's
okay.
At Relics in the Convention Center on. That's my brother. Hold on. We've got to go do a video shoot here in about an hour. So I apologize. Now I can't hear shit. What's happening?
We can hear you.
Oh my! Everyone can see and hear you. Okay, great.
Yep.
What's happening?
You're good.
I can't hear you. What has happened?
You can't hear me? I don't know. Yeah.
J-Rod. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Why does it say you cursed me with the Tara Lynn part? That's what happened. You cursed me with the Tara Lynn part.
Are you having
I
some
can't hear anything. So let me just say this. Come out to the record show on Sunday at Relics. Rewind Records will be there. Come out to the Springfield location at RC, the Marshfield location at Uniques. You guys have a great show, and I will see you on the road. Keep listening to good music.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Jody Guy Cottengame from Rewind Records. See, that's how you roll. That's how you just make things happen. Whenever something goes awry, you just call the tall guy. Did I just say that? I just said that. There you go. All right. Deborah says, yeah, I can hear him. Yay. She also says, sweet Polly Purebred from Underdog. We watched Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah, both Underdog and Rocky and Bullwinkle are in the big bucket shows. Just didn't get pulled. Thanks, Jody. And Deborah also says, still waiting on the Tenacious Tree. Easy for me to say. Good Lord. Tenacious D tribute. Easy for me to say. All right. I'm going to get some more coffee. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and bring in Mr. Spencer Wittenborn. Let me get this out of the way. Only got 600 buttons to hit. There we go.
Hey,
there we go. So yeah, thanks, man. Let's real quick. Jody says, what the heck? See you soon. Thank you, sir. All right. So I've got some riveting questions for you. We're going to start at the top here. Spencer, what is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Oh gosh. I'd strawberry.
All right, so a classic Pop-Tart, fella. I dig it. Same. Spencer, tell us a little bit about your musicality. What instruments do you play?
The guitar.
Yeah. I like how you say that, like the guitar.
Just the guitar.
Like that's like literally the instrument I don't know how to play and probably will never know how to play. Way too many strings for me. Are there any instruments that you don't play that you wish you could?
The piano.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't think that'd be too hard if you can do.
In like 5th grade. but I kind of lost all that. I could probably still play the Cantina Band song.
There you go. Yeah.
Star Wars, but that's just the first part because of like muscle memory. I played it all the time when I was a kid, so I'm sure I could still do
Just
that.
like, I mean, if we were to pick up a recorder, we could all play Hot Cross Buns, I'm sure. With Three Blind Mice. Yeah. Good stuff. Spencer, what was the first album you bought with your own money?
Dookie.
Oh, okay. A little Green Day action, huh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
It was way past its time. Like, I didn't get to listen to, anything other than like Southern gospel or oldies up until I got my own vehicle.
Oh, really? Wow.
As soon as I got.
So I assume that's what your parents listened to then, was gospel and 60s music?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I didn't listen to a lot of gospel, but my dad sure listened to a lot of 60s music. So I also am a big 60s fan.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. It's all the nostalgia for me. Well, the next question on my card here relates right to what Deborah said. So I'll ask you and pretend I don't know. If you had to pay tribute to any band, what band would you pay tribute to?
Oh man, well, I mean, like I've done a couple tribute things. I did a free like Paul Rogers thing.
Oh, really?
And in a Tenacious D tribute band. It's just a tribute. But I guess if I was gonna do a tribute, like other than
just a tribute,
I'm already in something that like I'd have to actually like step out and get more talented to do. Let's see. Cry of Love.
Oh, okay.
Stepping in there like that, they just blow me away. I don't know why. They're like a blues rock band that was around in the 90s. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Let me see here. Let me jump back around here. So what was the name of your first band that you were ever in?
Action Kick Johnny.
Action Kick Johnny. Yeah. Dude, if that's not a cool name. What tell me about what kind of music you guys played?
Oh man, it was like garage rock.
Yeah, just like, hey, I know part of this song. Yeah, me too. Okay, let's do it. And then we'll fake our way through the last third.
Yeah. We did a lot of jamming.
Yep.
A lot of time changes, but like not on purpose.
Sure. Metronome. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I've got two more questions for you, and I'll be sure to include this one since we're doing kind of cartoon stuff. Let's pretend that there's a toy company out there, Spencer, and they are making an action figure of you. What two accessories do you come with?
Well, the Kung Fu grip, obviously.
Oh, okay.
And a fully rotating head, I guess. I don't know.
With or without split pea soup?
Without.
Okay, good. Very good. What if you would have followed your childhood dream, what would you have been when you grew up?
Me.
You?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Nice. And what is it exactly for those that may not know?
I'm like, I just love everything I do. I guess I build cabinets. I like to work with wood. I get to build guitars at work. Like
really?
Time, yeah. I get to play music. I mean, I got a awesome wife and family. So
yeah, man.
I don't know what else I would be doing.
Sure. No, that's awesome. Do you own like your own business, your own woodworking business or something, or?
No. I work for the man.
Very nice. Well, I mean, it's yeah. That's it sounds like a good man to work for though, if you're able to do what you enjoy.
Yeah. He owns Andy's Frozen Custard.
Like, oh, okay, yeah.
A few of them, not the ones that are local, but a lot of them in Oklahoma and stuff like that. So
very cool.
He's a good dude to work for.
Nice, very nice. So I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about something that you were involved in recently. Bash in the Grass just happened, and you want to tell people a little bit about what that was, what all it took behind the scenes to make it work?
Bash in the Grass, like if we start from the beginning, was something I used to go to as a young adult, and it disappeared, just kind of dissipated. And I couldn't figure out what happened, so we were like, let's just start it up again, and started our own version of it. And it's just basically a bunch of my friends and their bands playing music in a field, on a stage in a field, but
So when you say that it was something that was already created, is this like a national event? Is this something that just happened like here in Springfield?
on the wrong side of the Christian County line, you know, and out in Battlefield. And
Gotcha.
it was one of those outlaw events where the police usually came and busted.
Right. Do it until the cops come.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many of those I've played.
They'd come out there and, you know, dump your stuff on the ground and grind it up and say, you can't do that in Buff Lamb territory.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't just, hey guys, knock it off, shut it down. Like, wow.
Yeah, they didn't like it. They didn't
Wow.
like it.
Huh.
And honestly, we tried doing it just outside of Marionville for the first time. And it was literally on the Christian County line. So we went there to figure out what we had to do, and they had so many things in place to keep it from happening.
Wow.
That it was just you'd like pay $100 just to fill out the paper to see if they'll even let you do it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So many stupid hoops that you got to go through just to
Yep.
have a good time. So it was held this year at Jack Mountain. This was the first time out there for this particular event. Is that right?
No, we've done it 4 years in a row, and the last 3 we've done at Jack Mountain, and we've also done 2 called Roots and Radicals Festival, which is like a kind of a spinoff, I guess, but its own thing.
Very cool. Yeah. So I don't know for those of you watching if you've been out to Jack Mountain or not, but it is an awesome, awesome space. It's actually out past Seymour in Diggins, Missouri. And it's a super easy drive right on Highway 60. It's a really nice drive, actually. I'm actually from Ava, so it's right on the way, and it's a very relaxing drive. Nothing to it. But yeah. So what are some of the musical acts and stuff that you guys had? Did you have any particular genres? Were you open to many different genres, or how did that part work?
I mean, how that works is people send us messages and say, "Hey, can we play your festival?" And I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure. You know, you're like, well, you want to sell some tickets, you know, because that's how we do it. You know, it's small time. It's not like I've got a stockpile of money. I can just be like, yeah, here's, you know. So I mean, like, it's all kind of a community thing. We all put our part in, and everybody just pulls their weight.
Yeah,
does their thing. And where'd we go? I got off track.
Well, we were talking about how people. Like what bands and stuff you guys had out there, and any difference in styles and genres and stuff.
So yeah, the genres are just kind of like whatever comes at me. You know, obviously my close friends, you know, they get the top pick, you know.
Sure. Well, of course.
The repeat players, you know, they come back every year, but we always have new people on like a rotation of like, hey, I'll get you on next year. You know, we're full this year, but man, it's just like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Who am I to say what belongs or doesn't belong on a stage, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And good on you for that, and good on you for just having a better sense of community to involve anybody and everybody that wants to be involved, and anybody that can, you know. But obviously, there's way more that goes into something like this than just like, yeah, sure, come out and play, and then they show up and play. Like there's a business end to this too. And it's not like I gotta make me some money on this. It's there's overhead, there's costs, there's all you know, tons of things involved.
I sure hope I make my money back on this.
Right. So let's go down there a little bit and talk about what we don't have to get into the details necessarily, but what can people do to help out? Where are you at on things, etc.?
Oh man, like reach out for bands to buy tickets. Don't pay the overpriced door fee. It's there so you'll buy tickets from the bands. That helps out the most. If you reach out to your friends who are in bands and say, hey, I heard you're playing at this festival, or they should be reaching out to you saying, hey, we're playing at this festival. Buy tickets from them.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Share the event, like it.
Share it, like it, love it. Do your thing,
man. Like, come and dance. I mean, figure it out firsthand. I don't know what else to say other than just come out, see what it's about. We'll be here next year.
There you go. So, are you going to do it at Jack Mountain again next year, or are you looking at something different? Or,
well, I mean, we love Jack Mountain. They're growing, and we're not necessarily growing like they are. They're going to start doing some pretty big stuff out there. Their owner he's putting a lot of money into it. He's got a lot of like RV spots. They've
Yep.
got like an RV park out there. You can go out in there to pay to camp and fish anytime.
Yeah, and the fishing out there is phenomenal.
yeah.
If you like catfish, if you like bass, he's got all kinds of great stuff out there. Marvin's a fantastic guy that puts a lot of work and effort into everything he's got out there. So, yep.
Yeah, and he's got a partner that's you know, mid-30s. He's throwing a lot of work and money into that place too.
Nice.
So they've kind of like teamed up, and what Marvin had started out there, which was a place for his good friends to come out and play and jam and enjoy the nature and the music, and they're making it something where more than just his friends can come, you know. They're turning it into something big and awesome.
For those of you watching that have not been out to Jack Mountain, imagine just a normal amphitheater stage. It's a massive stage outdoors that's covered, and then there's a natural Coliseum style, I guess, seating kind of thing. It's a big hill. You can put your lawn chairs out there, and there's not a bad seat in the house. The sound is amazing because of the way out of the land. It's just a really cool time, and many of the shows that they do out there will span over a weekend, so that you can go out for a day and come back home, or you can go out and camp and then wake up in the morning, go fishing. Music starts in around noon or so, and it's just, you can make as much out of it as you want. But the thing is, you got to be out there to enjoy it, and it's super enjoyable. It's very nice. So Bash in the Grass.
Yeah.
Check it out next year.
We're not sure where we're gonna be next year. I've got some people I'm talking to and stuff about.
Very cool.
It, but
I'm assuming you're still planning on the same time of year though, right? Like around Labor Day or so.
Yeah, we probably won't do it on Labor Day again. There's a lot of competition on Labor
Big
Day.
time.
Which last year it wasn't like that. There are a lot of things weren't happening, so Labor Day worked out pretty good for us. It gave us an extra day to draw people in.
Absolutely.
But,
Absolutely.
We're not sure where we're going to be, but we'll be somewhere.
Very cool. Well, so also, like we started talking about at the beginning of our little interview here, for those of you who may not know, not only does Spencer put on really cool shows at really awesome places, he also plays a little guitar. So I've got a little video here. We're going to watch just a minute and a half of Spencer playing a little song for us. So Spencer, if you want to tell us a little bit about what we're hearing, what song this is.
Oh no, I
and
don't know what it is. This is going to be horrible. There's never been anything good recorded of me.
What? I don't know. Now, I will say you look a little bit different from in the video, but it's still you. So let's go ahead and check it out.
All right.
Okay, so what song is this?
Troubled Times in Christian County.
Okay, because at the beginning of this video, you said this is something that was really important to you. So
yeah, Justin Larkin wrote this song for me.
Nice.
This is actually kind of about like what we were talking about earlier with Buff Lamb. He used to be the Christian County sheriff.
Oh, okay.
And, there's a lot of stories about that guy, about whatever you hear is probably true.
Right. I think every town's got one of those.
But my aunt was murdered in like 1969.
Wow.
And there was a lot of discussion over whether or not that guy was involved.
Really?
It never came down to it. Nobody really knows what happened. I know there was just a lot of questions asked, and he was cleared of everything, but
wow,
it seemed kind of like more like he was covering up something rather than actually.
That's
being
crazy.
Involved, but like
this was back in the 60s, he said?
Yeah, like 69.
Wow.
We found her on Christmas Day, and he called the family and was like, hey, like a year later after she went disappearing.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. But this is one of the songs we'll be doing with the Anarchats.
Nice.
Kinda
So
like
tell us a little bit about
reggae.
that. Who all's in on this project?
Justin Larkin, Samantha Hubler, Katie Stringer, Nash Smith, Ryan Dunn, Josh Randolph, both of my kids. Like, there's so many people. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Like, who haven't I?
Right.
Like,
So have you guys got music out right now, or are you getting ready to
No.
release some? Have you got shows booked?
We've probably got about a good 45 minutes of stuff that we're trying to nail down and get ready to present.
Yeah.
But still in the process of just getting everything together.
Sure. Are you guys writing originals, or are you doing some covers in there as well, or?
We do mostly originals. We do a cover of Maneater.
Okay, so the Hall and Oates version, or the Nelly Furtado version?
No, Hall and Oates.
Nice. I'm all for, you should just show up and start playing the other version and just say, well, that's what the song is. It's Maneater. Make you work hard. Make it. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, good stuff. So how soon are you guys looking at playing out then?
Oh man, I'm kind of hoping towards the beginning of the year, but
yeah,
I'm not sure yet.
Trust me, I know how that goes. It could be a process.
Yeah, when that many people in a band too, sometimes it's like you go to rehearse and it's like we couldn't all make it, but most of us are here.
Right.
But
and then there's always the, okay guys, next week we're learn this song, and then 4 out of 5 people come back and like, yeah, I'm ready, and then one guy's like, oh yeah, no, I didn't get a chance, and so then like 2 weeks go by and you still haven't. Yeah, no, I definitely know that game.
yeah, but we're on our way.
Good stuff, man.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
we got some what I think are some pretty solid songs.
So sound wise, if you had to compare yourself to somebody, who do you think you guys sound like?
Oh man, I don't know. Like if Green Day and No Doubt had a baby, maybe.
Nice. That's actually really intriguing. Yeah. So a really fun, upbeat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That song is actually one of the slower ones. We're more like ska punk. That one's more like reggae punk or reggae ska type.
Nice.
It's Spencer's version of Hall and Oates.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. All right. So let's jump back over here and get back in on things. So we've got Pinky and the Brain versus the Flintstones. And let's see here. Jareth, let's get your mic. There you go. So we'll start with Spencer on this one. Spencer, are you going Pinky and the Brain or the Flintstones?
Pinky and the Brain.
All right.
I'm pretty much going Pinky and the Brain all the way. Sorry.
Fair.
To let that out, too soon.
Okay. Jareth, what do you think?
I'm not amused by his decision.
Right. Same.
But against the Flintstones, yes, Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, interesting. All right. Wake up out there, crew. Time to continue voting. Let's see here. Deborah says Pinky and the Brain.
Wake up.
Have a brush and put on a little makeup. Kylie says Flintstones. I also am going to say Flintstones. Let's see here.
There's another Pinky.
All right, Pinky for Steven. Interesting. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Interesting.
Excellent. Come on, guys. There we go.
Yeah, Kylie. Come on, guys. David says Flintstones. Stephanie says Pinky. All right. Anybody else? Anybody got anything? Come on. Uh-oh. Here it comes. I see him coming. The water's moving. There he is. It is Pinky with 5 votes and the Flintstones with 3. I'll go ahead and reveal mine now.
Oh, you poor thing.
Sure enough.
Fatality.
Basically.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right, let me go update the board. Bird.
You're gonna update the bird. You took our gerbs. Took our gerbs.
That Whamsy pick. What? Kylie, what are you drinking out there?
Whamsy pick. Whamsy
That was my pick.
That was my pick.
Whamsy pick, dude.
Whamsy pick.
I threw
Hashtag
my-
Whamsy pick.
I threw my pick into the audience. I'm gonna need that back.
Right.
That was my pick.
Oh, and I think the
Hey,
whammy bar's
guys,
over there.
I
I
need
need my
that
whams
pick.
and my pick. Thank you. No.
It was a special pick. It was a gift from a friend.
My whamsy pick.
Sorry, she says. Joshua Poole says, little trivia. The brain was an impression of Orson Welles. Yes, it was. David says, now I vomited 5 times. Damn for Flintstone. You vomited 5 times. That's a special kind of love, my friend. Oh, man, this is a good time. All right, so let's see what we've got next. We've got Scooby-Doo versus Alvin and the Chipmunks. So we'll start with Jareth on this one.
Scooby. No hesitation.
All right. I'm gonna go Scooby as well. What about you, Mr. Wittenborn?
Yep, same.
Okay. Like Zoink Scoobs. Where's that freaking pedal? There we go. Kylie Meyer says Scooby. Gotcha. And Steven agrees with Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Deborah says Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yep.
All right.
Scooby's a tough competitor.
Dave says, damn it, man. Come on, Dave. You got to keep up, buddy.
Scooby-Doo. It's a Scooby-Doo. It was ran by Ned Flanders.
Wow.
Had neighbor.
We my band Death May Die, we actually opened up here in Springfield for the Ned Flanders tribute band Oakley Dokley.
Yes.
Yep. It's good stuff.
I honestly
it was good
forgot
stuff.
that was a thing, and it's so
beautiful,
man.
yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yep. Good stuff.
It's
They were a lot of fun.
There needs to be a Burger King diamond.
Yeah, right. Actually, so funny story. We also opened for Max Sabbath. And of course, if you know anything about me and my band Death May Die, yes, I do wear face paint. And that's what he kept calling me all night. Burger King Diamond over there. But speaking of tribute bands, I'm also in a King Diamond band. So it actually was kind of funny that he just, because my face paint for that band looks nothing like
I'd love to see you do a Neil Diamond tribute band.
So would my guitar player. He always wanted to do a Neil King Diamond show. Yeah. Deb says, what exactly is a sexually repressed hippie?
You're looking at one. No.
That would be Fred.
It looks like zoinks.
Like zoinks.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Oh,
Now I wish I could change our dolphin into Scooby, but I can't. So we'll it's a clean sweep on that one. Scooby wins hands down.
Yeah.
I'm Scrappy Doo.
Yeah. Let's see here. So now we've got we'll go to the other side. We've got Phineas and Ferb versus Popeye. Boy, now it's going to get interesting. Jareth, what do you think?
There's 104 days. I can't actually sing that. I'm sorry. Will I get copyright? Can we get copyrighted?
No, you can sing it. I just can't play
There's
it.
104. Phineas and Ferb. I know the whole thing by heart.
Yeah, I don't at all. I was like, I'm assuming that's a song because I know it doesn't sound like Popeye. So
It's not Popeye.
let me just keep this updated somewhere over here.
I can sing it for you really fast.
How fast?
104 days of summer vacation. So cool goes around just to end it. No problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or climbing a monkey or climbing up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh my gosh, what is
Discovering
going on?
something that doesn't exist. But giving a monkey a shower. Dun 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 dun.
Now I get to sing Tiny Toons.
They're tiny, they're toony, they're all a little loony. And in this cartoony, we're invading OTV.
We're comic dispensers. We crank up all the sensors.
Oh my god.
I really want to learn this.
Yeah, it's
now
been a
so I
minute,
can-
but yeah, you're spot on with that.
I really want to learn this now so I can
Still
sing it as
watch
Peter
it,
Griffin.
man.
Oh, it's fantastic, but you should sing it just as they do because it's that good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spencer, we've got Jareth down for Phineas and Ferb. Which way are you going? Phineas or Popeye?
Man, I really like the Phineas and Ferb song, but I guess Popeye is like the one that's, like
OG.
I'll always know it, And
I will always know Popeye's
Yes.
theme song. All right. Now, I told you earlier I didn't know Phineas and Ferb's song well enough, but by golly, do I know Popeye. And I got to say, that's my vote. Let's see here.
I feel this one going Popeye.
All right, so we got one for Phineas. All right.
Stephanie says Phineas and Ferb. And Kylie, David, Deborah, and Steven. That's 4 votes for Popeye. 2, 3, 4. Wow. We're moving and shaking, fellas and ladies.
It's those spicy mashed potatoes.
I vote for
They're
Popeye.
good too, man. I don't know if they're worth waiting 20 minutes in drive-through line for, but pretty close. All right. That was pretty close. All right, so we'll go ahead and call that one, and we're calling it Popeye. Okay. Now then, let's see what I can't. I'm getting old. I can't see from that far away. Tiny Toons, Tiny Toon Adventures versus Dexter's Laboratory. Spencer, which way are you gonna go here, sir?
They're tiny.
They're toony.
They're toony. That Tiny Toons.
I am gonna second that and say that you are spot on, sir. Jareth, what do you think?
Screw the bandwagons. I'm going for Dexter's Laboratory.
How'd I know?
Yeah.
America.
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 We can't finish that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
we can't. No,
Heck yeah. Joshua says, can't go wrong with the sea shanty. Exactly. Popeye for the win. Kylie says Tiny Toons. Stephanie says Tiny Toons. So that's 2 there. And Deborah is sticking with her Dexter's Laboratory. Or if you're like him, Laboratory.
No, Dee.
No,
Dee was the best character.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny Toons from David Klein's puts us at 5-2. I'm liking the way this is going.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I feel like my initial tiebreaker I had to make in my head are going to be the tiebreaker that's going to be in the box.
Oh, interesting. All right. Let's bring in Flipper. And Tiny Toons will go on 5-2. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Let's see what
this guy. Oh, hi there.
Hey.
Hey. Oh my God, you see Charmy the other day? I was like,
that's how I get all the views.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, kiddies, let's see where we're at. We've got Pinky versus Scooby, Popeye versus Tiny Toons. It is getting hot and heavy in here, and we're going to find out who our winner is after we come back and talk to Jareth Powell. So stick around.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, all you wrestling fans out there, check out Recliner Wrestling Review. If you're a fan of old school WWF, WCW, ECW, or even a TNA Impact and All Elite Wrestling fan, this show is for you. Join your host, Jared and John. Yep, that's them. Wednesdays on YouTube. That's Recliner Wrestling Review from the perspective of yet another fan or two. Episodes available now. Ooh, yeah. Only on YouTube.
classic rock coffee. It's coffee that rocks, yeah. This ain't your typical coffee shop. It's Java with attitude, baby. From the moment you step onto the stage, you'll see, hear and taste the difference. We're rocking and roasting 7 days a week with guitars, amps, lights, burning wrists and groupies. We've got the best coffee, frappe, smoothies, protein shakes, pastries and sandwiches. Oh yeah, green M&Ms if you get backstage. Come on in and get a whole lot of love. Get the idea, my babies? Even if you don't love classic rock. Well, that's impossible. You're gonna love classic rock coffee. Check us out. Located at Kansas Expressway and Sunset.
Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody wake up tonight. Everybody wake up tonight. You and me go fishing in the darkness night on a back and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. And by the river in the pool moonlight with the party love in the middle of the night, just moving slow.
We've got prizes, giveaways, all new games that can only be played live and in person. Double the guests, double the fun, so be there! The Audio Roast Podcast, only at the Rib. All right, let's go ahead and take a couple minutes here if I can hit all the right buttons, and we'll get to know Mr. Jareth Powell. Let's hit the button now. Boom.
Oh, I'm off screen. Okay. I apologize. I was taking a slurp of coffee.
Perfect. So, Jareth, how are you doing so far? You having a good time tonight, man?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly enough.
Well, good.
It's been my first time on an actual podcast.
Yeah, well, we do things a lot different from most podcasts, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I'm having a blurst.
Perfect. So I've got to start at the top with you as well. What is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
I've always been a major fan of the s'mores.
Yeah,
I'd probably have to go with that s'more flavor. Either that or the cookies and cream.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Very nice.
I can't agree with you on the pumpkin spice thing, though. Surprisingly enough, I've never been a fan of anything pumpkin flavored.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got one over here. If you change your mind and want to try, we can do that.
And now if I don't try it, I'm not open-minded.
And you're on camera saying so you might as well just try it.
Just toss it here. Hit me in the forehead.
well, it's already open. I'll give you. I've only eaten one of the two in a pack, so I don't want to throw it because it'll burst into crumbly bits everywhere.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll give it to you after the show.
Sweet.
So tell me about the 600,000 things that you do on stage.
All right. Well, first off, I am a beatboxer. That's probably the main thing because that's the one thing that, I don't know, with all the free time, being an only child, it allowed me to really focus on random sounds and annoying my mother. So,
perfect.
On that note, I do a lot of beatboxing, which also entails Mongolian throat singing.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, there's also the voice breaks and the voice cracks that come with puberty.
Yep. Gotta love it.
Not really. But the main thing is I sing and I play piano. I also don't know how to play piano.
Right? You just know what sounds right.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I play by ear, and
Yep.
I always have. I also play guitar. I have a bass string on an acoustic guitar.
You brought that night. I didn't get
uh-huh.
to see. I was busy with all the stuff,
Yeah,
but
no,
I did hear
You're
it.
totally okay.
I did hear it, and I
yeah.
was like, "That's funky. I like that."
It's got a lot of twang to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, is that something that you had custom made? Is that something that you bought special for a project of yours or something? Or
No, I kind of Jimmy rigged it myself. And
okay, all right.
just kind of stuck a bass string on. It already snapped the little twisty knob thingy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not very good with music theory or anything like
Right.
that. I've been called a savant.
Well, but
and
that's
I
how
know-
you get good is you ignore some rules and just try things.
Of course.
And see what sounds
And,
right.
Like now I can play Mozart, Bach, Beethoven. I can play like the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. I can play the Star Wars. I can play pretty much anything on the keyboard, just messing around.
Right.
And I can also accidentally play a full orchestral piece just right off the top of my head. And
Nice.
it will never be the same, by the way. I can never play the same
Right,
thing twice.
yeah.
That's how my brain works.
Yep. Fair enough. So of all the instruments that you play, is there some instrument out there that you're like, I can't play that one, but I'd sure like to be able to?
The violin.
Really? Okay.
150%. I'd love to be able to learn how to play the fiddle, especially for the folk reasons.
Yeah.
But also because of the classical reasons. It's got a lot of influences.
Absolutely.
In pretty much anything classical. And
Right.
It's also that's one of the only sounds you can get in an epic movie soundtrack or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's the only sounds you can get that sounds like two
Right.
gods are fighting.
Well, and
you know
that's the
what I
thing.
mean?
Like
Yeah.
any stringed instrument like that is played with a bow is going to sound good on almost
yeah.
any genre, any style. So yeah. I'm curious to know though, Jareth, what was the first album you bought with your own money?
The first album I actually bought with my own money.
Right.
That would be, surprisingly enough, Misadventures by Pierce the Veil.
All right.
I was a major fan of them because my cousin Justin got me into it pretty hard. Shout out.
Nice.
And
Nice.
he was honestly one of my favorite things to do was just drive around in the car and listen to that album. And that's what really got me into a lot of emo music. I'm just being
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
nerd.
Yeah.
And Pierce the Veil, Misadventures is probably the first album.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. It sounds like you have a lot of musical influences and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You don't fit in a box.
Yeah, no.
So if we had to squeeze you in a box and make you describe yourself in 3 musicians, what 3 musicians would make up Jareth Powell?
David Bowie, Stephen Lynch.
Wow.
And I'm probably gonna have to go with Frank Sinatra.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
I
cool.
love the influences of all of them, and I'm all over the place.
Sure. Well, what was you told us what your first album was? What about your first concert, and who did you go with?
My first concert. Okay. Now that really depends. Are we talking like a concert like here in the Ozarks, or are we talking like a major concert?
Sure. Oh,
Okay. Well, my first one here in the Ozarks would be Paralandra. I think, if I remember correctly, or actually no, it was Sequel Dose. It was actually Sequel Dose.
Okay.
And I had it was when my mom first started playing for them, and I got the chance to see them at $7 City. I think that was the first time
Nice.
I actually got to go to a real concert.
and so was that the first time seeing your mom sing? By the way,
Yeah.
in case you haven't put 2 and 2 together, Erin Gabrielle Powell from Identity Crisis is Jareth's mother.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was the first time you got to hear her sing in a band too?
Yeah, that was the first
Wow.
time I got to hear her sing. Now, my first out of town concert
Uh-huh.
was the Louderton Live Festival back in 2019. I got to see Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, Godsmack, Guns N' Roses, like all these big
Nice.
name bands. Dude, I
Yeah.
was in the mosh pit for Rob Zombie singing Helter Skelter. That was
wow.
a godlike moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would be quite an experience, especially for your first concert
Oh, yeah, it
of
was
that
amazing,
caliber.
dude.
Yeah. That's
Godsmack played some AC/DC too. That was kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Also,
Nice.
Ice Cube was there. Just out of note, it was It's just Ice Cube and Jelly Roll, and so was Amigo the Devil.
Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
There was a really cool lineup. They had Motionless in White. I didn't get to actually see them because I showed up a day late, but still, it was a great festival nonetheless. A lot of amazing artists, regardless.
Yeah. So, I'll ask this. Do you have any pre-show or post-show ritual? I mean, family friendly, post-show rituals, anything you feel like you got to do before or after a show, otherwise something's just not right.
Honestly, I have to wash my face off with water, and I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll kind of just think to myself for a few. And it's not so much pumping myself up, but more or less clearing my mind to be able to actually perform the way that I want. Because the way I perform is I have to feel the music. There's no other way around it.
Right.
I have to actually feel that music. Otherwise, what I'm going to play isn't going to sound right to me.
Right.
So when it comes to that, I have to make sure that the emotion is completely leveled up to its fullest potential to be able to get up on stage.
Sure. No, I totally get that. A lot of what you do is solo. It's you creating an entire sound from right. So that's what I'm getting to. Like, do you have aspirations to be in a band and stuff and put something together like that?
I actually have 3 things that I've been trying to put together lately. Okay. The first one is actually a multi-person thing. I want to get like as many artists as physically possible to be able to make this music video. I want to make a 15-minute version of Hurdy Gurdy Man.
Really? Spencer, you hearing this?
And I want to get a bunch of different people together, and I want to film it in a park, and I want to stage it to where by the end of the song, everybody's talents are working all together, and it's this one giant, like basically orchestral piece with electric guitars. I want to find someone who actually can play the hurdy-gurdy and has one. Like, I want to be able to get all these aspects, and I want to get everyone to be able to showcase their own talent. And I want to make sure most of them are from this music scene.
Right.
For the simple fact that, well, people need that.
Right.
And I just think it would be a great psychedelic rock tribute in general.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
So there's one.
Okay.
The second one is I want to put together an a cappella band. I'm a beatboxer, so I literally I'm pretty well the basis of most a cappella bands.
Yep.
I'm the hardest aspect to find. I'm just trying to find people who can actually sing and who can really, like, it doesn't matter
singing,
what they're singing.
Right. Singing in an a cappella type situation like that is vastly different from just like being a lead singer in a band.
Of course.
Because you have to know what your part is to stay in your lane, to not step on, so that the blend is what it needs to be. Yeah, that's quite a project to put together, but I think it would be very, very cool if and when you do. It's like you said, just a matter of finding the people.
Yeah.
So that's 2 out of 3. What's the third?
The third one it's kind of in the works. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get a bunch of people, not a bunch, just honestly, at this point, I just need a guitarist, and I want to be, it's either one, I want to be the first male front person to do all female songs. And on top of that, I also wouldn't mind getting the chance to also make some original music with some people, because if that's honestly how you're going to get further, is if you actually can create some music. Don't get me wrong, you can sing and do whatever everyone else does, but it's to the simple point of your music is your music.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can it's ever evolving. You can change it to be what you need it to be.
Yeah.
And put your own twist on it. Yeah. And on the first male fronted band with all female songs and stuff, that's actually something I almost did. For those of you watching that know my old band Sunset Strip, just prior to that, that's actually what I was working on.
Oh, wow.
And I was actually going to be incorporating like all the rock chick songs.
Like, we're talking Evanescence and Hailstorm, Flyleaf.
We're talking Pat Benatar, old stuff. And then but we're also talking about, I really wanted to do like some modern stuff that's not even rock, like Katy Perry, but like make it rock and this kind of stuff.
That would be awesome.
But it was a matter of finding people that were like, yeah, I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I want to make a heavy metal
can we
version
just play AC/DC and call it a day? So that's what we ended up doing. So I think that would be awesome. It sounds like you've definitely got a lot of irons in the fire, but if even one of them strike, it's going to be awesome. So I'm excited for you to get your first taste of actually being in a band, because like I said, I know a lot of what you do is solo stuff. A lot of what you do does not fit in a box.
And on that solo stuff, I do also plan on joining the the World Beatboxing Championships, and hopefully that goes well.
Nice. Very cool, man. So I've got a little video of you as well. This is I think fairly recent, so if you could, while we're watching this, do the same thing for us and tell us a little bit about where you're at, what you're doing, what you're singing, if this is something original or a cover. And everybody, this is Jareth Powell.
Okay.
This is Jared not knowing what button to push. There we go.
It's a while ago.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this at the... No, this is...
Odyssey.
Okay, yeah. Odyssey. Formerly Front of House, for those of you long time. Like, that's nuts to me.
See, that low note is actually just Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah. Is this all stuff you did in your room as a kid?
Yeah.
Is this how you figured out how to do this? That's crazy to me.
Yeah. That low bass note you're hearing is actually me, like basically rolling my tongue without using the R sound. It's
Gotcha.
strange.
Wow. That's insane, man. That's really cool. Good for you. That's really, really cool. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get everybody back in on the action.
Yeah.
There we go. There's Spencer, and everybody is back in the picture with us. So let me reset this. I want. All right, we are down to the nitty gritty here, fellas. Let's go ahead and check it out. We've got Pinky and the Brain versus Scooby Doo. We'll start with Jareth on this one. Jareth, what do you think, man? Scooby? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
No hesitation. No prisoners.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like no prisoners, mate.
All right. Got one for Scooby from Jareth. I also am going to go Scooby. What do you think, Spencer?
Pinky in the Brain.
That a boy. I knew you'd stick to your guns. Let's see here. We've got
gun jams.
Speaking of jam, Brian says top parts. Yeah, I know. I goofed. That's why, I'm even wearing. I can't even say it right.
Top parts.
Top parts.
Top parts.
Big fan. Stephanie Norton says, "Yay, another s'mores dude." Kyla Meyer says, "Love burnt chocolate Pop-Tarts."
Gotta love them.
Must they be burnt though? I mean, okay.
I want that.
Kylie says Scooby for her, and Steven says Scooby. Stephanie says Scooby, and who else we got? Anybody? Deborah
Scooby.
also says Scooby. Scooby. Well, Spencer, you stuck to your guns all the way to the bitter end.
I knew. It was gonna
Kylie
jam.
says yes, burn them. I agree. Burn them so bad that you have to throw them in the trash and you can't even eat them because you might as well just be eating a strawberry. Am I right, Spencer, or am I right?
Called his bluff.
Oh, so Pinky was what you had, huh?
That's what I put in there.
All right, and hold your thought on what your inner battle was until the end.
Okay.
All right. Jareth, I'm going to ask you a yes or no question.
Okay.
The name written down on your piece of paper, is it still in the game or no?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. So we've got Scooby Doo goes on for that one. Hit.
Sounded like Zelda. Or wow, I said Zelda. Link. Sounded like Link chopping some grass. Yeah.
Hit.
Yeah.
Hit. When you're like tired of walking everywhere and you're like, just roll.
Just a roll, yeah.
All right, now we've got Popeye versus Tiny Toons. Oh boy. Oh baby. Are we gonna go with Popeye or Tiny Toons here, Spencer?
Well, I mean, like Popeye's got the big muscles, but the Tiny Toons have the tiny tunes. So yeah, Tiny Toons.
I mean, I've never heard such a more descriptive and accurate and yeah. Confusing.
Yeah, that explains me.
Fair. So are you going for muscles or are you going for tinies?
Tiny Toons, man.
All right. Let's see here. Jareth, what do you think?
I'm gonna go for the tunes of the tiny. Thank you.
The tunes of the tiny.
I'll take the tunes of the tiny.
All right. So I am also going to go. God, my 5-year-old self is like wringing my own neck right now, but I'm going to go with Tiny Toons because it's just a better song.
I totally just caught my coaster and it almost like spilled everything. Oh,
you're a good man.
Was the cup stuck to it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Oh, yeah, dude, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Well, and it's not like one of the, for yeah, it's not a like a cork coaster. It's it's glass.
It's glass. So I'm like,
yeah, it would have been quite entertaining.
yeah, quite entertaining.
So we've got Kylie saying Tiny Toons. Gotcha. Stephanie says Tiny Toons all the way. Okay. Oh, I forgot Flipper back on the back. Last one. There we go. We'll go ahead and call that one, and Tiny Toons will win that one. Now then, let's
get to our final destination here.
Oh, you're the last one. Complete the mission.
All right, Jareth. We've got in the finals Scooby-Doo versus Tiny Toons. Scooby, huh? Scooby. All right, let's give it to the old Scoobs. Let me rewrite my board.
Scooby Dooby.
All right, and Spencer.
Tiny Toons.
Attaboy. I thought you were gonna give me the one's tiny and one's a dog.
You know,
that one hurt the soul. I'm just gonna let you know that one was painful.
Right.
Thinking back now, I should have made it more confusing.
All right, so here's the deal.
Scooby
Like
Tunes,
these are two really honestly good and iconic songs. Obviously I think this is gonna be close, I think. I am going to ride this out and stay with Spencer and say Tiny Toons is the one that should be the winner. So oh boy. Oh crap, look what I've done. I don't know where do we leave off? Yes, burn them, Tiny Toons. Shoot.
Shnikes.
Shnikes is right.
I think that one at 7:04 was on the last vote.
I think so too. I think this is our first. So Steven was Scooby-Doo. Kylie was Scooby-Doo.
Come on, people.
Yeah, we need some input. Need input. Tiny Toons. Nope. Subliminal messages.
No,
There we go. Stephanie Norton with Tiny Toons. Jared Isaacs with a mouse that won't work. There we go. So right now it's tied 3-3. Joshua says, got mad love for Tiny Toons, but Scooby is more iconic. Scooby for the win.
Yeah, buddy.
You fake fan.
He's not even supposed to be on there.
Right, yeah. How dare you? Scooped dee doop dee doo from Deborah Klein. Scoopity doopity da. 70 says, sticking to my guns.
I'm the scat man.
That's the one. All right, so she says she's sticking to her guns, which earlier was Tiny Toons. So there's her Tiny Toons vote. Keep them coming, y'all. Keep them coming. I know you're there. I know you're there just lurking. Vote.
I mean, Tiny Toons is the clear choice. It's funnier. It's funnier.
It's tiny. They're toony. Yeah. They're all a little loony. And in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. All right, now, Jareth, hit us with some Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? I need some help from you now. We can count on you, oh, Scooby-Doo.
Now you tell me which one's better. No. Wow.
They're bouncing Buster Bunny. Montana Max has money. Elvira is a pain.
Oh, all the freaking man! Come on.
It's also a roll call.
Well,
roll call.
But
there's many cartoons that do it. Some with lyrics, some not. But yeah, true. Shh, you're not supposed to say that yet, though, until after we go off the air and Tiny Toons is one.
Well, I was saying earlier, the Jetsons, Josh said it's just a roll call.
True.
Which so is Tiny Toons.
Right.
Once you get into the second verse, they just start naming all the characters. Yeah.
Yep, that's very true.
But
oh
still
boy.
Song.
Right. All right. Well, Here comes Flipper. Unless y'all hurry up and vote for Tiny Toons.
No,
They're tiny.
don't do it.
They're tuning.
Come to the dark side. You have cookies.
Ah, doggone it. He slammed up awful quick. All right. Well, looks like we've got a winner here. So let me see if I can do this.
Looks like writing rooms rocks.
All right, and Scooby Dooby Doo is our winner.
Hey, guess what my guess was?
What was your guess?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. All right, Spencer, what was the other one that you were thinking it might be?
I was Tiny Toons. I
Tiny
thought it was going
Toons.
to be Tiny Toons
Yeah.
and Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, okay.
No.
Nice.
I just know pop culture. Like, oh god.
I had Pinky in the Brain on my paper,
Right.
but it was a tiebreaker between them and Tiny Toons in my head when I wrote it on the paper.
In your head. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Let's see here. Stephanie says, "Oh man, I know, right? This is it's not right. I'm not going to be able to sleep all tonight." Deb says, "I can spell really." Scooby Dooby Doo. Dobby Doo. Yeah, Scooby Dobby Doo. Scooby Dobby Doo. La boo la. La boo la loo. Deborah, that's my next request for your karaoke is you sing the theme song for Scooby Doo, but that way.
Scooby Dobby Doo.
Scooby Dobby Doo. La boo doo. Joshua says Tiny Toons would have won if it hadn't been for those meddling kids. So freaking true.
That was beautiful.
Deborah says scatting. Yes. Scatty daddy doo. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, let's see what we've got here. We are all out of time, unfortunately. But we have been able to, without a shadow of a doubt, have a clear and concise winner. Some of you agreed, and others are right.
Scooby Doo, bro. I even wrote bruh for you. You're welcome.
Bruh.
Bruh. You got it.
Oh, no,
You
wrong
better-
one.
You better. Scooby Doo.
Bruh.
Scooby Dooby bruh.
Scooby Doo, bruh.
All right, so let's see what else we got here. Don't forget that next Sunday, is National Coffee Day. So we might be doing a little something special on National Coffee Day, being here at the Audio Roast Podcast, located over at Classic Rock Coffee in Springfield, Missouri. So do check that out. Also, I've got the date wrong on here because I forgot to fix it before the show. But next Sunday, September 26th, just take that and turn it upside down. We're going to be doing a Black Sabbath episode, the Aussie years. We'll have Richard Brentner and Scott Bushman. Scott, of course, is the Zach Wilde of Madman's Diary, the Ozzy Osbourne tribute band that's going to be playing right here at the Riff in 2 weeks on October 2nd with Death May Die. So go ahead and get your tickets. If you haven't seen either of them, check it out. It's good stuff. Deborah Klein will tell you. She's a big fan. That's what we got on next week's show. All right. So, Spencer, tell us when and where can people see and hear you next?
Oh, man. Me and Jareth are getting ready to go to the cellar for open mic.
Hey, nice. Nice. Very cool. So,
It's so backwards on the TV.
no, you should do it again and look at the TV when you do it.
It wasn't because it's like,
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
it's perfect. I felt wait,
Right.
get it?
That's a heck of an arm you got,
on the,
Jareth. You need to get that looked at.
right at
Oh God. Oh, hi there. Hi there.
Okay, well now this is just getting weird. So yeah, check them out at the cellar. So on the Arnicats are Anarchets. Sorry, I'll say it right
It's
yet.
like
or
anarchy and cats.
right? Yeah, my
Anar-
my eyes see that. My brain does not. My brain just sees like the black and white. So are you guys going to have a live show, or are you going to have music online available first for people to hear? Which will come first? I mean, yeah,
Live.
I don't know. It'll be something musical,
probably
man.
Like a single or something around the same time we're doing our
There you go. Very cool.
For sure.
Very cool. And this is a ska and punk type band. So if you're a fan of either, and if you're not, check it out. It's going to be good stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Spencer, for your time and for being here on the show. We've certainly enjoyed having you and hope you had a good time.
I had an amazing time.
Sorry, Tiny Toons didn't win, but let's
That's
just,
all right.
we'll have to go home and watch them on our own, I guess. All right. And Jareth Powell, Glitch, or Jareth Shadow Thomas Powell.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So what, besides the cellar, where can people see you next?
Well, I try to perform as much as I can at pretty much any open mic. And
Okay, so you do hit a lot of open mics and stuff.
I try to.
Yeah.
There's one at the Odyssey every Thursday. I haven't been to that one in a minute, but I plan on going back because I have the perfect hair for it.
Right. Yeah.
And then I don't know. I also
you could also play at the farmers market because you've got the perfect hair for that.
yeah, that too. And just laying in the produce aisle, blending in with the watermelons. No,
the
asparagus, exactly.
Asparagus and celery.
No, what's funny is Vic Vaughn actually plays at the farmers market, so it's.
Oh, nice.
I'm joking, but it is a legit possibility.
No, and I also wouldn't mind getting in touch with good old Durka, the guy that runs Jack Mountain. So I'd love to be able to get in touch with him to be able to perform some shows over there, whether it be in between a set of a band or something along those lines.
Very nice, man. Well, I got to say, man, I've sure enjoyed having you both on here, and Jared, thank you for your time as well. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully your first podcast experience was a good one.
Oh yeah, it was fantabulous.
Well, good. That's the way we like to do it. That's the way we like to do it. Stephanie Norton says, "Hi, Aaron Gabrielle Powell." No, that is Jareth Powell. So, yeah, I'm kidding. He's not amused. Kylie says, "Have a great week." You too, Kylie. Let's go ahead and wrap things up here. Be sure to check out our website at audioroast.com for merch. That's right. You can get things that say Audio Roast Podcast on them and support us. You can also check out playlists from past episodes, sponsor links, past episode links, all kinds of fun stuff over there. audioroast.com. All right, now then, let's see if I can get all this action over here. Time for my final thoughts. My final thoughts are this. Change is going to come, and it's going to be good stuff. So be supportive. That's all I got. Don't forget the times are hard for everybody right now. So may your cup of coffee and your love of music be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger. We'll see you right here next week. It's Ozzy on the Audio Roast Podcast.